Bam. What's up, guys? Well, we finally got our Invasion and Guild Wars changes out and in the patch. What I'm going to do is I'm going to skim over the Guild Wars changes because I haven't seen them in practice yet, right? So I don't really want to talk too much about them when we haven't seen how they operate in practice. However, my understanding is that they're going to work a bit more similar to how Summoners War works. So we'll have to see exactly how that goes come Monday, Tuesday, when the new season starts, right? Because remember, each week is a new season. However, what I do want to talk about is an important invasion change, which is it's really nice in my opinion, and it actually corresponds to another change that happened in Summoners War for the Labyrinth, and we'll get to that. We'll get to that soon. But let's just skim over it quickly. As you can see, new Guild Wars system updates. Um, it looks like the rewards have kind of stayed mostly the same. You can see here though, like within top 10 and 30%, I think it's going to affect a lot of us. Sorry, not a lot of us, because I'm sitting in the top 10 at the moment. But for those of you that aren't currently participating in a top 10 guild, 500, 400 gems, the top 10 and 30%, your guild, most active guilds should at least be in those. I think most of the more inactive guilds will probably fall into the 50, 70% range. Uh, just based on like how our current population is in the game until we see perhaps a server merge, which I think would be nice personally, in my opinion. I think like if they do merge us all together, then we'll have like an around the clock kind of activeness. Uh, and it's not going to affect guild wars and stuff that much, honestly. Arena and things like that. It shouldn't affect things too much. Anyways, that's a discussion for another time. uh, we'll be getting these champion chests as rewards. It kind of seems like we get our 100 guild points each day to participate, and then the champion chest for the winners get the extra 200 guild points, the legendary Omni Soul Stones, or gold or rare legendary Omni Soul Stones, and yeah, the amount of gold and the grade of the Omni Soul Stone will be given by a certain rate, so we're not sure what that is. Like I said, this is something we'll have to see in practice. Um, if you miss the application time, you can apply for the next Guild War in advance. So, like, I think that'll be nice change, right? That'll be a nice change. And of course, they've got. It looks like the application time for the Guild Wars, or in the phase of a Guild War, you can apply for the current war only during a certain time period, right? So 3 till 5 p.m., 5:50 p.m. server time. So yeah, we'll have to see how that operates in practice for people. See if that helps people. You know, when people are online and sometimes you miss the application for your day's guild war. We'll see how it goes, right? The medal rules. 3 gold, silver, bronze medals will be given to all participants following participating in the guild war. Now I'm not entirely sure, like how that's going to be like doled out, right? So the gold, silver, and bronze. I'm not sure exactly how that's going to. Once again, we'll have to see it in action. But as you can see, like each type of medal is worth a different amount of points. So like 5 points will be given for gold, 4 points for silver, 3 points for bronze. If an opponent has gold, silver, and bronze medals, you will earn medals by the following order: gold medals first, silver ones the next, and lastly bronze medals. So like it kind of sounds like a player could have one of each type. As I said, we'll have to see how that works. Perhaps it's like if you attack someone and you only get one medal, then you get bronze. So we'll find out come Monday, Tuesday, and like I said, we'll see it in when it comes around to being in practice. All right. You can take up to 3 medals of the opponent in battle. Remove the rule that doubles the number of medals you earn for defeating a commando. So for commando, okay, I believe that was also active for like Intel and perhaps another member. I can't remember exactly which was which. We'll see. We'll have to see how these changes go. Um, there's now like bonus points as well. You'll earn 1 point for participating in a battle. Bonus points will be awarded for defeating stronger opponents. So I guess like if their guild is ranked higher than yours, if a guild has more members than the opponent guild, and this is the important part, 3 points per each guild member will be rewarded before the battle begins. So we won't have that issue where having less guild members guarantees the win. All right, because they can get more guild points than the opponent with more guild members. So that should help balance that out. Is the way I understand it. And then 50 points will be rewarded as Guild War victory points. So there you go. Yeah. So new feature, identification hint. Identification hints will be randomly given to the guild members. You can find out the opponent member's role and the commander by using identification hints on opponents, and the identification result will be shared with all of your guild members. Right? So your guildie can use their hint, and then the info of what the opponent is will be shared with everyone. Other improvements in Guild Wars. A Skylander with seasonal buffs will be highlighted. When there's not enough members of Guild War participants, the number of participating members will be shown. So I'm not entirely sure how that's going to show in practice, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. Now, this is the important one, right? So invasion system updates. Changes in invasion participation. Among the 3 battle results, the highest damage score will now be counted for ranking. So what that means is you now get 3 attacks if you want, right? And then like out of those 3 attacks, your single highest scoring attack will be the one that counts for the day. All right. And we're going to do an invasion soon. And I want to show you something else as well with this because it's not listed in the notes as far as I'm aware. Change in rewards. The individual reward will be given based on your grade. The new ranking reward will be awarded once ranked on a new level from the additional trial. All right, so as you can see, we get a whole bunch of wish stones. Now, I'm not sure if these are single hits. Yeah, the additional participation reward will be awarded based on the ranking. Now, I'm not entirely sure just yet if like you get like for each hit you get more wish stones, right? So you have 3 attacks. However, since today is the first day of it, I'm still not sure if we're getting additional wish stones. We'll find that out when I do my next attack. All right. So let's say I get like 1800 wish stones for my first attack. Do I get another 1800 for my second attack, so on and so forth, or do I get wish stones based on my participation? We'll find that out soon. For my daily participation, sorry. Now, the rewards, it seems, have changed as well, right? Now, the rewards for where your guild ranks, that is. So first, second, third, and well, fourth to 10th, ultra premium ticket, all right? And you can see like the gems are also increased. So first place gets 300 gems, 1 ultra premium ticket, second place 200 gems, ultra premium ticket, and so on, all right? So past 4th to 10th, everyone's getting like 100 gems. Within top 70 and 100%, 70 and 50 gems. Basically, if you're in that kind of category, you're not even participating in invasion really, but you still get normal tickets, which are like you get the same like a normal ticket now, like the white tickets, you get like the same amount as what we used to get in green tickets when it comes to our shards, right? So that's still a good thing, right? Like even like I think we get like 1 normal ticket at the moment for like, well, sorry, before the patch we were getting like 1 normal ticket for like 10th place and stuff, right? So this is a positive change right here. The rewards, I like these rewards personally. I like these rewards. I love the fact that first place to 10th place will get the ultra premiums, and then even like top 10 and 30%, they're getting like 5 and 4 normal tickets. Like that's a nice amount to summon. All right, that's a nice amount of shards. Even like top 50%, there's 3 normal tickets. Like that's a good amount of shards each week, in my opinion. And yeah, then you've got like the basic, miscellaneous changes. Dialogue options, Skylander Soulstone summoning sound effects have been changed. When summoning Soulstones of 5-star Skylanders, the lastly summoned Skylander will appear on chat. So I guess if you get multiple 5-star Skylanders, the last one that showed up will be the one that appears in the chat. It's just a guess though. 2 new packs will be added. So there you go. If you're purchasing a lot of packs, then you got 2 more to purchase if you like. All right. If you're throwing money down. However, one of the changes not listed here for invasion, and a really important one, right? So let's jump into guild here, and we're gonna do an invasion. I want to show you guys. Now we have Queen here today. She's actually one of my worst, or yeah, as you can see, I've already done one attack, alright? So we got 2 out of 3. My daily top damage, 99,252. Now Queen is one of my bad attacks, alright? So it's a poor day for me. However, fortunately for the video sake, that means we have quick invasions, alright? Now, what has changed and what's really important here for picking your Skylanders is that I've used an attack, right? Now I'm going to scroll down here. As you can see, none of my characters are locked out. Yeah, have you guessed it yet? Yeah, exactly. We can use the same Skylanders for all 3 attacks if we want. So let's say we're using like the Washbuckler team on Gulper, right? Let's say we accidentally die at like 300k. We can, use the exact same team on the second attempt, and we can push for that 400k, right? Completely legit. You know, a while back there was a lot of whining about people resetting, right? You know, using the invasion exploit and stuff. Personally, out of all the people that I knew in the top guilds, they weren't doing it because they didn't need to. Okay, there was no need for it, and they didn't do it because they had the team, they knew how to do it, and get the highest score, that is, and they got the highest score. They didn't need to reset. Most of the people that were whining about the resetting thing were people getting pretty shit scores. However, now that there's this feature here, there's even less reason for anyone to ever do it. It's completely pointless, right? But like this change here, like I love this change. I love it. And surprisingly enough, a recent update in Summoners War, the games were down at the exact same time yesterday. I believe Summoners War was down for a lot less time. However, one of the changes in the Summoners War was that the Labyrinth, you can now also, like, you don't have your units locked out in Labyrinth either, right? Which is great because it means people can use their strongest monsters repeatedly for all their attempts. Same with Skylanders now, and I think that's great that they've done that, right? Because a lot of us don't have like a million different units built. You can see like my account, I have a lot of units built. I don't have the runes for all the units obviously just yet. I have been slowly building up over time, but then so has everybody else, right? We will eventually use these units. Like I know there's some people that have doubts about like, oh, well, where do I use all these, the 9 units that I was building for each invasion, or sorry, not 9 units, but like, 9 units for each element type, right? Where do I use them now? Well, RTA, that's not out yet. There's probably going to be more content coming as well, where we're going to wind up using more Skylanders as well. So I wouldn't fret too much about that. It all depends on how they decide to progress with the game, right? But we are like, they're not going to just let us have like a big storage box of useless Skylanders. At some point, we will wind up using them, in my opinion. All right, at least I hope. But yeah, so let's start, and I'm going to show you guys kind of like how this looks now. All right, now this should be pretty quick. We're going to do it on semi-auto. Get these guys charging, which means I'm probably going to disrupt at a really horrible time. All right. There's the Royal Guards. Make sure we get our AoEs out for the Royal Guards. And, we're just going to let them do their thing. Oh, look at that. AI is actually doing it for us. Hopefully the Disrupt hits. There you go. We got our Disrupt. Yeah. Now, as you can see, my last score was like 99,000. I did use a different team for it, but I just want to show you guys, once this team does perish, my main goal here is to show you, hey, they're not locked out. I can use them again if I like. All right, and that's like the biggest change here today. Like personally, I like it. Like I was saying, some people don't like it because they think that they're going to have some useless units now. But just keep building your Skylanders, guys. Keep gathering your runes. I'm pretty sure we will have a use. Alright, we will have a use for all of them at some point, to an extent. Maybe we won't be using our 1-star Skylanders too much, but you know, the come like RTA and stuff, arena, as the meta continuously changes, we're gonna be countering other people's counters to the meta. All right. So I wouldn't fret too much. I wouldn't fret too much. Okay, guys. Now, as you can see, she summons her Royal Guards. At this point, we kind of wanted our AoEs ready to go. So the Royal Guards are going to get an attack here. This is about where we probably start to all die. Oh boy. Oh boy, there goes our Disrupt. So as you can see, we did get gimped by the towers because we didn't have our AoEs ready to go on the attack. And this is where we die to old Queenie using her Scarab Storm. So Queen is one of my weakest days. If I was manualing that, I probably could have broken Triple S with the team. I may try that after I finish this video up. But yeah, as you can see, new record, 107k. I did get 180 Wish Stones. So I guess I'll have to see how this continues like over the next few days to see exactly how these rewards work. So maybe I got the 180 Wish Stones because I did better this time and I got a new score. So I got the additional Wish Stones. I'll keep an eye on that. I'll see how the reward changes, and I'll see about if I remember to throw it into one of the next videos about mentioning it then, if that's how it works or not. But yeah, as you guys can see, guild score went up like 7,858 because my score went up 7,858. All right. Now if I exit, right, let's jump back into here. There you go. So my units are still there, and nobody's locked out. I can reuse these same Skylanders over and over again for all 3 attempts. If I want to swap a different Skylander out to try it with 2 of the Skylanders I've already used, I can do that as well until I find, like, you know, each day I'll have 3 attempts to experiment and play around with, you know, with different team comps and stuff, which I think is pretty fair. You know, for like being able to do this in a legit kind of way, I think that's fair compared to what some people were doing back at the start. But yeah, so there you go. Important changes. You guys have probably already noticed it, honestly, but I just figure I'd bring it to anyone's attention that hasn't yet logged into the game and seen. You know, I like it, and I'm hoping for more positive changes coming in the future. You know, we can see here that, you know, they're trying. This was originally how the original invasion change was supposed to happen, right? Because we had the 1 attack originally each day, and the suggestion had been give us 3 attempts, use the highest score. This was how it was supposed to be. I believe something got lost in translation originally, and it it turned into what we had, where we've got to use, like, you know, we have 3 attempts, but like it's such a massive time sink. You know, we had people spending up to like 2 hours a day just doing their invasions because they'd be retrying. Oh, sorry, not like retrying specifically. Like some people would spend like 50 minutes in an invasion at some, like, you know, using really tanky teams and stuff, and slowly building up that score to like 400, like close to the 400k cap. Because for those of you that aren't aware of it, 400k is when you like disconnect. So if you're getting close to 400k in your invasions, you need to like cut. You need to just let your units die. All right, guys. For those that aren't aware of it just yet, you know, I haven't really covered invasion videos yet, because I have kind of been waiting. Right, I've been waiting to kind of like build some strong teams for each boss to try and give you guys an idea on how you want to build them before I start doing any kind of videos related to invasion. I will link to somebody that was down below that has been putting out invasion videos ever since like closer to the start of Skylanders. I've linked to them before. They're great. It was the ex-leader of Eat Crit. I believe he's not playing anymore, but his old videos are still there. Most of his teams are still there on his YouTube. So I recommend checking him out if you're looking for ideas for invasion teams, because it's a great resource. And yeah, I think I've kind of covered everything I wanted to cover for this video for today. But yeah, positive changes for Skylanders, guys. And yeah, I've been a little inactive with the videos, but that's because, you know, I've mostly just been putting up Skylander related videos, and Skylanders updates kind of slowly, to be honest. So here you go. We finally got a new update. I'm looking forward to whatever the next updates will be. Um, there's rumor of the balance patch for Skylanders and stuff. Hopefully bring some others up to par. We'll have to see how it goes. And yeah, we'll see what the yeah we'll have to wait and see what the next step brings. But this is, in my opinion, a sign of good stuff to come for the future. And yeah, hopefully we can continue to rebuild, guys. Anyways, I'll catch you guys on the next one, and enjoy.